Hey guys! Welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy V. Last time we defeated Ifrit and Biblos. This time, let's talk to this guy. Don't bother me while I'm reading. What? You were reading a book while we were fighting a boss fight? Twice, in fact? Yeah? This guy's insane. Yeah, a little bit. I'm gonna go back now. I know a secret exit. Well, wouldn't that be nice? I guess that's why there are stairs there. Where does that lead us? Whoa. Well, this guy was saying there was something interesting about the bookshelf there. So I guess that's what it was. It was a secret passage. I don't know why it's still secret if it leads you all the way down there without having to fight monsters in order to look at new books. But, okay, sure. Sure. Rescuing? He was like, I was just down there reading a book. Oh, by the way, yeah, just completely ignore what we're doing. I found a great book. It's got a cool story about this guy that hunts this whale and... No, this one is a little more important than Moby Dick. At least in this context. Gotta let Grandpa know right away. Grandpa Sid. How much trouble he has, he never gives up. Well, he's kind of given up. Just to let you know there, bud. Yeah, he's about to give up. That cannot be! So guess what? Next plan, to return to Chacol, or not Chacol, what am I doing? We need to return, I want to go use the healing pot first though. Thank you! Yay, free healing! We need to return to Karnak, not Chacol. We are heading to Chacol before too long, but anyway, I will just meet you guys back up there in town. And we're back. And as soon as you enter the second floor here, we get a scene right away. So did Mid talk to you a little bit? Don't bother yourself with me. Oh. Well, I guess Mid hasn't been here yet, but he's here now. Mid's kind of an odd name, and he's throwing a temper tantrum and beating up Sid. Everybody wants to beat up Sid in pretty much every game. He usually does something that makes someone want to kick his ass. In this one, it's not really him being, you know, his usual gruff self in a lot of other games, but, oh well. We gotta take him out of his slump that he's in here. Don't be afraid to fail. Just try over and over again. Sure, why not? Is that going to work? Yay! Sid's happy again. And we get some more determined music. The Earth Crystal is still alive. But where is it? We must find it and protect it, but nobody knows where it is. Helpful! The steamship? You don't have the fire crystal's power anymore, but Mid did find a book. And you just put that book over top of the booze he had on that table. Have we learned something? Now, that's an idea. Okay, so what are you guys gonna do? You're not gonna tell me, are you? Yeah, told you. Lots of nodding going on in this game. One final nod, and I guess that one makes sense. That one's supposed to be a thank you. Now, unfortunately, I'm going to be walking for a little while because I no longer have my thief in the party. We leveled up and learned in the boss fight there the last ability I really need to learn with the thief for a while, and that's the steal command. Now, I've got Ferris turned into a ninja. Ninjas can innately equip two different weapons. We got the Full Moon Boomerang, and we've got a Guardian Knife. You could use the Mage Mashers as well if you wanted to, and the Mage Mashers are pretty useful in the fact that they do inflict silence when you attack with them. I think it's a 25% chance. I could be wrong on that, I'm just guessing. But it doesn't really matter. Now that we've got that, we want to put Ferris into the front row there so she can deal as much damage as possible. I got Gullif back on Black Mage with Summon, Lena is a Time Mage with White, and we're still trying to work on Mediator and get him all leveled up, and he's got, whatever that is, build up as a secondary ability there. Not that it really matters. He doesn't deal a lot of damage, and he misses far too often. But that's there. You could put him into the front row and equip a Mage Masher on him, and he would do a little more damage. And later on, I may do that. But for now, I think I will refrain. We're about to go to an area in a little bit that enemies do quite a bit of damage, and we want as many people in the back row as possible. We need to stay out of the way. These guys are working. Why don't you take a rest until the steamship's done? Alright. Sure thing. Do I get to move on my own? Okay. Let's head into the cabin here. Okay, we're not moving on our own. The game's making me do it. That's fine. There's a rest, and there's one chair, no beds. I guess we all get to sit on the floor. There's a lot of things that aren't quite right about Gullif there. Your head? Oh, he must be confused. Or something like that. You might remember something. Are you going to remember something useful? If you remembered the scene we just saw. Gullif, we all remember that one. You're not telling us anything we don't... Oh, okay. Kara. In most of the Superman incarnations, they refer to her as Kara with a K, correct? I'm not sure why they used a C here. In other translations, they translated her name as Kryl, which I've never heard that name outside of this game, so it seems kind of weird to me. But in this translation, we get Kara, and I think that's a much better name. At least it's a more natural name. Looks like Gullif has experience being beaten up by a grandchild. Okay, sure, that's fine. Well, he is kind of an idiot. I wish the characters got a little more kind of, you know, character development in this game. There's not really all that much, but the game really isn't all that long, so I kind of don't blame them too much that, and it was a Super Nintendo title. It all just kind of depends. We get enough to kind of understand things. Oddly enough, we get the least amount of development for Bart's. We have very little development around his character. And I guess Lena, for the most part, we don't get a lot of stuff about her as well. Ferris and Gullif get more than the other two, but still not very much. Kind of unfortunate, but we can make do with what they do give us. Give us an understanding of what the characters are and what they would choose to do. Oh, he's an alien. Great. So, he's an alien. Great. We sealed off in this world 30 years ago. The Dark Mage Exdeath. What is with Final Fantasy and their naming scheme for their villains? I'm not going to mention any of the other ones, but think of the name of the villain for Final Fantasy VIII, Final Fantasy VII, Final Fantasy V. Think of the imagery from the villain in Final Fantasy VI. You know, there's some really strange naming schemes going on here. And then if you think back to Final Fantasy I and Final Fantasy II, those ones as well, they're just like kind of basic weird names. Let's use the power of the crystals to seal Exdeath in this world that is not our own. Well, that's trade, I guess. And this is what I was mentioning before. These seals have something to do with the crystals and those 4 stones in that forest there. We'll learn a little more about that in due time. 30 years ago, huh? The 4 crystals shatter, then Exodus seal will be released. All right. So you had to seal them up, and I guess after the seal has been put in place, you only need 1 crystal to maintain it. But it seems that someone or something is helping these crystals to shatter. Wonder who that could possibly be. Oh, I'm fine. I just need a nap. We all need a nap once in a while. Ah. You just took naps on... Well, I guess there's no beds here, but he's on break. You slept well on hard boards. Maybe they like sleeping in Klingon beds. I don't know. Okay. Sure. A ship that moves without wind. And without silver. Oh, too soon again. We'll search for the Earth Crystal using the boat. And we'll be at the Ancient Library. Just come and find us when you have a clue out there somewhere. Alrighty then. Now, who's letting us take this ship? Because technically, this is still the ship belonging to the Castle of Karnak. I wouldn't suppose that the Queen would have any, complaints about us using it to try and save the world. But no one's given us permission yet. But anyway, we finally got a new ship. This one will last a little bit longer than the last one. Last time did not last very long for us. Let's take a look here. I would recommend either the Ice Rod and the Summon ability, or if you want to, you could turn someone into a Blue Mage, because you can use Blue Magic to take out one of the most common enemies that you can run into in the ship here, because we can actually run into enemies in the water. Let's see. So the Thunder Anemone is the guy in the back row here, and that one absorbs Thunder Elemental, but pretty much everyone else around here is weak to, kill you, is weak to Lightning. So if you have the Ice Rod and you attack the one in the back row, just cast Shiva, then you'll finish off most of the enemies that you'll run into. Not all of them, but some of them. Really? We're close to being able to take these guys down. They don't have that much HP left. They are weak to lightning if you want to use lightning on them. But like I said, the other one gets healed by it. Let's heal you up. And we'll just use a normal attack. That should be enough to... Oh! Okay, I thought they had less HP. Or more HP. Yeah, I thought they had less HP. Anyway. And from defeating them, you get Thunder Scrolls. You may want to do a little battling around here in the sea. Just keep going south, go down. All you'll need to do for a little while here. Down and to the right, back and to the left, all that kind of good stuff. But yeah, you may want to fight some of the enemies around here so that you can get more of those, because those are somewhat valuable to pick up. Ferris can one-shot them. I don't need to do any healing. Again, the animation we just saw there on Ferris is the animation of the Guardian Knife for protecting us. So unfortunately, the base attack doesn't really do enough. You need to use Bolt 2 in order to take them out. It's unfortunate, but oh well. Now, let's whip them into shape. Not dead yet? You're about to be dead. Or not. That works too. But yeah, as you can see, the ninja is really powerful. Does far more damage than any of our other job classes do right now. And very worthwhile trying to battle around. So anyway, let's check the map here. So now we need to go directly east. This is east, isn't it? My sense of direction, not so great. We can go to the town of Jakol right now, and they do have some new stuff to buy, but there's not really all that much to it. Here we fight the Sea Avis. I don't remember anything about them. Throw a demi-spell out. Well, there's a miss, and there's another miss. I guess they have high evade. There we go. And summon Shiva with the Ice Rod. Should deal enough damage. We don't have our Lightning Summon yet, but we will get that in due time. Yeah, the amount of HP on the Sea Avis is not particularly high, but like I said, they have really high evade, so you want to hit them with a spell of some kind. Pretty much Shiva. The Thunder Anemones are the ones that drop the items that we're looking for. Oh, I went too far south. There we go. So here we go. Let's land the ship here. I don't think there's anything I need to do in the meantime. No, I think I'm good. Another earthquake? We've been getting earthquakes? Everything was shaking before, but that's usually because there was a meteor coming. What? The ship? You mean the one that I just got? Told you we'd have it a little bit longer. How did it get so far out there? Yeah, told you we'd have it a little bit longer than last time, but not a lot. Yeah, we just got it. We sailed a little bit. Last time we had it for a longer period, but we moved a shorter distance. Now, the only real thing to indicate that we're supposed to come here to begin with is the information we learn in Jakol, but there's no other reason to go there quite yet, because in order to do stuff over there, we want to pick up something that is here first. That was unlucky of you. You're an ass! Alright, while we're in here, I'm just going... No. I am just going to throw the dash ability on. Now we can run. Much better. Hello. This old man is so interesting. Okay. What about the Chocobo story? Why don't you tell it to these people? Black Chocobo is a creature that's born and raised in the forest. Once it's flying, it can only land in the forest. But now they're all extinct. Sure they are. This is a Final Fantasy game. You really think there's no Black Chocobos in this one? Ha! Nap time. Coming for a nice free heal pretty much everywhere. Gotta love it. And they all have their little celebration every time that happens. Alright, so I don't think you sell anything, do you? Nothing of value. I would pick up some more of these. I know that's a lot, but we'll probably end up needing them before too long, so... It's one of the reasons why I did the extra farming to get all of the swords to sell earlier. Island is marvelous. Without us doing a thing. Rains when it needs to, and never short on water. Huh. Trees are in the way. Great harvest this year. Alright, so this place is great. That's great. I don't think any of those have anything in them. Hello. Coming from the underground, it's scary. There's another game that I've played before where sounds came from underground. And in that game, they were kind of important. Here we get some armor. We can get some bard equipment for our mages. That's better. So let's pick those up. There we go. A little bit better on the defense there. And magic defense. Can't complain about that. There are some weapons here too. Anything of value? Come back here. Okay, I already talked to you. Couldn't remember. What do you sell? Ah, you sell the elemental bows. We got the fire bow already. We're going to get the ice bow later, so I just want to pick up a thunder bow for now. And silver harp doesn't really matter, so we'll just leave that alone. Doesn't really help us all. We can't use the bows yet anyway, but that will soon change. Oh, so they have some underground water resources around here too. Stone Lake monsters are weak against the soft item. Oh, so you can use that to, I believe, instantly kill stone type enemies. I would guess the blocks up at North Mountain would qualify, but I'm not 100% sure. Saw a black chocobo in the forest, but he was too quick for me. Thought they were supposed to be extinct. Any new magic? No, it's all the same stuff we already could buy. Okay. Now, let's go in this house. Hello. Oh. Walk in here and we learn the life song, or what will be known in our menu as the vitality song. Song that gradually increases your vitality during battle. It's basically pointless, but I'm getting it for completion's sake. Here's the next organ that we can play. That was a long one. Wow. I forgot how long some of those are. Normally when I play the game myself, I just fast forward through it. Anyway, what did you say again? Play some tunes. It might remind me of a song to teach you. Well, we'll have to remember that for later. There are no other items obtained here. Songs are used by a job class we don't have yet. But again, that will soon change. But that's pretty much all the time we have for today. We are now stuck on this island. So yeah, I guess we're going to wander around the island for the next little while and see if we can do anything about getting the hell out of here. Maybe that black chocobo was real. Maybe not. Anyway, that's all for this one, and I'll see you guys next time.